There's a moment, sometimes quiet, and sometimes overwhelming, when we begin to look back more than we look forward. For many, it arrives just after the farewell cake has been sliced. The work emails stop. The phone grows quiet. The calendar, once filled with meetings and obligations, suddenly holds space. And for the first time in decades, you're left with yourself, with your thoughts, with time. Retirement is painted like a reward, a final chapter of rest, leisure, maybe even joy. And it can be all of those things. But if you're here watching this, perhaps you feel something more complicated, a twinge of uncertainty, a quiet fear you didn't expect, maybe even regret. What if I told you that's okay? That many people, strong, accomplished, wise people, feel the same? You're not broken, you're human. Let's talk about what it truly means to retire without regret. Not just financially, not just logistically, but emotionally, soulfully, completely. Because retirement isn't the end of your story. It's a turning of the page. And the chapters ahead can still be full of meaning if we allow ourselves to write them with honesty and heart. Let's begin with something many won't say out loud. It's common to feel lost after 50 or 60. Our bodies change, sometimes slowly, sometimes all at once. For women, menopause may have already brought waves of mood swings, sleep trouble, or a shifting sense of identity. For men, there may be quieter battles with energy, erectile dysfunction, or a confidence that once felt unshakable. And while society talks endlessly about youth, we're left wondering, where do we go now? What do we do when the roles we've worn, like armor mother, provider, boss, caregiver, begin to fall away? Here's the truth. You are not just what you've done. You are who you are becoming. And that becoming doesn't stop at 50 or 60 or 75. It keeps unfolding if you let it. I remember speaking with a man named Walter, 68 years old, divorced for over a decade. He said, I thought retirement would bring me peace, but it brought me silence. And in the silence, I heard all the things I'd been running from, the relationships I didn't repair, the parts of myself I never explored. But something beautiful happened when Walter stopped running. He started painting just small sketches at first, and then landscapes. He joined a local group, made a few friends. He even reconnected with his son after years of distance. I thought I was done growing, he told me. Turns out I was just beginning again. Walter didn't retire perfectly, but he retired honestly. And that honesty led to peace, not the kind that's handed to you, but the kind you build one day at a time. One of the greatest regrets people carry into retirement is not about money, but about disconnection, emotional distance, relationships that were neglected in the name of work or ego or fear. Maybe you've had that too. A marriage that turned quiet, a friendship that faded, children who seem like strangers now. It hurts, but it's not hopeless. Retirement offers time to reflect, time to reach out, time to rebuild. It may not be easy. Some doors won't open right away, but others will if you knock gently and consistently with love. And what about intimacy? It's one of the most whispered about subjects, especially after 60. Many couples stop talking about it altogether. The body changes. Desire wanes. We worry we're no longer attractive, no longer desired. But intimacy is not a performance. It is presence. It is kindness. It is the way your partner looks at you when they think you're not watching. It's sitting side by side in bed, holding hands after a long day and feeling safe. There's a woman named Judith, 72, who once said, after menopause, I thought I was done with romance. But then I met Harold at a grief support group, We took our time, we talked, we laughed. It was nothing like the movies, but it was real, and that made it beautiful. Judith and Harold showed me something we all need to remember. Love isn't reserved for the young. It's available, always to the open-hearted. So what can you do right now to begin crafting a retirement without regret? Start by forgiving yourself. Forgive the versions of you who didn't know better, the mistakes you made, the things you didn't say, the paths you didn't take. Regret only has power when you avoid it. When you face it, it softens, it teaches, it frees you. Then speak honestly with those you love, not just about wills and finances for those matter, but about your fears, your hopes, your memories. Say the "I'm sorry" you've carried for years. Say the "I miss you" you buried. Say the "I still love you" before it's too late. If you're in a relationship that feels distant, start small. A shared walk, a warm touch, a conversation, even if awkward, about what you both need now. You're not the people you were 20 years ago. That's okay. Grow toward each other again. And if you're alone, don't confuse solitude with defeat. Many find their truest selves when the noise fades. Join a local class. Take a trip, even if it's just to the next town. Write, dance, sing, volunteer. Let your presence be felt by the world, even in the smallest ways. If you feel low, truly low, don't suffer in silence. Speak to a counselor, a support group, a doctor. Emotional health is not a weakness to hide. It's a strength to nurture. And perhaps most importantly, reconnect with yourself. The parts of you that got buried beneath duty and distraction. You're still here, and your presence matters. Let go of the myth that aging is about fading away. Aging is depth. It's clarity. It's finally having the courage to be who you are, not who the world expected you to be. Your story didn't end with retirement. It just opened a blank page. You get to choose how you fill it, with softness, with curiosity, with peace. There's no one way to retire, and no such thing as doing it perfectly. But there is such a thing as doing it consciously, lovingly, with intention. And that is enough. So to you, watching this right now, whether you feel joy or sadness or confusion, please know you are not alone. You are part of a generation that changed the world, and you still can. You are loved, you are needed, you are not forgotten, and your life still holds music that hasn't been played yet. Thank you for spending this time with me here on The Age of Beauty. If something in this video touched your heart, if you felt seen or comforted, I gently invite you to like this video. Share it with someone who may need this reminder, and subscribe for more soulful reflections on aging, love, healing, and all the beautiful ways we continue to grow. Until next time, take care of yourself and never stop becoming.